Reprints. It's a word that players love to hear every year because it means cards that they've wanted to get are going to be more affordable. But what it doesn't mean is players are going to get the reprint cards they're hoping for. So with the upcoming set Commander Masters and the sheer price of this product, are players going to get the value they're looking for? What are some of the most likely reprints we're going to see, as well as the aftermarket effects of a set like this coming out? Players are excited, stores are not sure, and you at home get to decide. The reprints are coming. The reprints are coming. The reprints, they're coming. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here. Thanks again for hanging out with me on the channel. And of course, I gotta say this again before we start the video. Before we get things rolling on Commander Masters, the reprints, and all the good stuff coming our way in about a month. We are below 3,000 subscribers to get to the 20K subscriber party. Thanks again, everyone who's making this possible. For all the new people out there, hitting the subscribe button, to the new conversations of people I'm seeing in the chat sections and comment sections, amazing. The emails, keep them coming. Love talking with you guys. And of course, to my regular patrons and viewers who watch every day, turn your notification bells on. It's amazing to see how far this channel has come and the conversations we're having. It's amazing to be here. I'm honored just to be here every day talking with you all. Now, serious stuff. For those of you who are unaware, I do not hate Commander Masters, nor do I hate any Masters products. If you've watched my channel for a while, I opened, at my own expense, tons of Ultimate Masters, Modern Horizons 2, and a variety of products because I love the stuff and I need these cards just like you guys do. I play Magic every week. I need these cards for my collections. I need these cards for all the amazing Commander decks I'm trying to build. And yes, if you're new to the channel, I am a late Commander builder. I've only started playing the last year and a bit. I only have a couple of decks with like 8 or 9 decks on the go. I scrapped a couple that weren't working out. And budgetary reasons, which is another reason why when products like this come along and these cards become more affordable, it's an amazing time of year. Now, I don't want anyone getting ripped off. I don't want you guys overpaying for these products. And that's where I stand on it. When a new product comes out, say we see Wilds of Eldraine. The plane already exists, but it's a new set. So there's R&D and development. When you look at something like Commander Masters, they're just trying to tweak the value of that set to make it enticing enough for players to buy while still justifying the high price point. To me, a reprint set should be cheaper overall. You can still make the cards hard to get, but it should be cheaper. And the reason I think it should be cheaper is because they already exist. So that's where I stand on products like Commander Masters or any modern Commander type of reprint product they give us. Commander Legends, Commander Masters, Masters products, Ultimate Masters, Box Topper, Nachos, and Cheese Specials. If it's a reprint product, I would like it to be cheaper and more affordable for players. That's all I'm saying when I look at these products. I don't want people being ripped off when they know the cards are going to be cheaper and you can plan it out. Now, that said, there are cards I'm hoping get reprinted, just like many of you are. But understanding how Wizard of the Coast plans this stuff is important for you as a player to decide to either pick up the single or maybe try your scratch and win lottery style of opening some packs, because that's what it is. If you spend 20 bucks on a pack of Magic cards and you open it, you get nothing. Oh, you lost, right? But if you scratch another pack and you open it up and you get a $20 card, but it was a $20 pack, that's kind of like a free pack. You get a decent card, you're pretty happy. And that's what I'm talking about. That's how they plan things out in the lottery system of the Gambler's Premium. That's where you're at. So certain cards will never be reprinted in standard sets anymore. They are saving them and reserving them for either box topper style stuff, special artwork, secret layer drop style stuff, or premium products, because it drives player value there to purchase them. Now, what I'm talking about, I'll only do these pretty quick. This is Fierce Guardianship. Now, this is Commander 2020, but when you take a closer look at the card, and I'm not talking the value yet, but just the card itself, you can see why players want it. It's a single blue, 2 other. It's an instant, but if you control a commander, you may cast this spell without paying its mana cost. Counter, target non-creature spell. Think about that. You just get to counter the spell. But that card is $54 US. That card needs to be reprinted, and it is a prime candidate to be found inside this set. I'm not going to say they're not going to upshift it to like a mythic level. I'm just saying a product that had it in 2020 and gave us that card. It's been a couple of years. It needs a reprint because it is a sought after card and the secondary market is craving that card. That's why people are kind of like, I'd like to have that one. Now, another card, Dockside Extortionist, guys, come on. This card needs a reprint. We didn't get it in Commander Legends Baldur's Gate because we know now they're not going to put these things in regular sets. Premium products only, either as specialty cards, hard to find stuff, mystery, whatever, left and right. It's the way it's going to be. So understanding that lets you know why the price is not falling the way you think it should. Because with the reprint it just had, you think it would fall more in price, but no. It's holding up very well. The value is holding on the secondary market, and it will dip if they reprint it, and I hope they do. Bringing that card down to the $35, $40 level would be epic. Well, giving a card like the Imperial Recruiter, give it 5 years. Let the card just sit and mellow for a while and see how the market reacts to the long-term effects of cards being reprinted too often. Let it mellow, okay? Cards like Dockside, you got to bring that around again because players want it, but it costs too much. Now, here's a card I was unaware of, and I do find cards I'm unaware of. There's so many cards. This is the Deadly Rolick, and I want this card. But look at the price tag. I don't want to pay for this. This thing's expensive. Many of you feel the same way. 1 black, 3 generic instant, but if you control a commander, you may cast the spell without paying its mana cost. Exile target creature. I did not know, because I'm new to Commander still, let's be honest, it's only been a couple of years. I didn't know that card existed. It blew my mind. When I was researching and finding cards I thought should be reprinted, and I saw the price tag on that, I had to say, guys, that card needs a reprint. Because at that price point and for what it does, it's another prime target to come around again. And if you add enough of these cards in, you can see the value starts to uptick. Wizards of the Coast is going to put a lot of chaff in there. There's going to be a lot of bulk rares and bulk mythics, but they will fatten the lining with a few enticing tidbits to make you want to buy it. To make at least players who are willing to gamble on it buy it. Well, you are the smart players, the non-Timmies, and you will sit in the backdrop, you will wait for the prices to fall, and then you'll pick it up. Now, this card, I have faced off against this more times than I can talk about right now, and I don't have a blue commander deck yet. So this one, and I use this back in Prophecy, this thing is very annoying in Commander, okay? It is very annoying because it's whenever an opponent casts a spell. So everybody's turn, this thing just gets insane, okay? Rustic Study is a pain. But at the same time, even though it's been reprinted multiple times, this card still needs more reprintings because it shouldn't be this expensive. Will Wizards use this as an opportunity? I'm not sure on that one. That card, the other two I'm pretty sure. Dockside I hope is there. Rustic Study may get a bit of a mellow period where Wizards are like, we've done it a couple times. It can sit in the sidelines for another year, maybe 2, and then we'll try again. Because they may want to see if the IP value, the intellectual property value of that card will start to rise again, which means they can milk it for a few more bucks. Just keep that in mind. But I think most of us will wait and see now. If the spoilers come out to reveal these cards, we're not going to buy anything on the secondary market, which is why a lot of these cards are actually tanking a bit right now. The secondary market, a lot of these cards are falling because we're waiting to see the spoilers, to see the awesomeness that they give us with a set like this. Now, here's my personal one that I want. This is Mana Crypt. Most of you guys know it. I remember getting this as a free giveaway card somewhere in the 90s inside. I think it was one of the magazines, like a Scry magazine or Inquest, for those who have been around that long. I think it was a mail-away card or whatever. Had a little pencil stencil thing. Now, the average price for this card is over $200. But you see the dip? Yeah, you guys see the dip because everyone's not sure if it's coming around. So these are already sitting on store shelves. They're already available. So a reprinting for a card like this, it means a lot. Reprinting that card will be great for Wizards. They'll get a lot of value, a lot of shock and awe seeing that card added back into the mix. And I am expecting this one. For the price tag they're telling us it's going to cost, they better have a marquee card like that in there to draw people in. But it's great for those of us who don't have one because now the price will tank to about $100. It'll probably be a little bit limited. They're going to make it a hard to get card, but it will tank in price because there's only so many players looking for that card. And when there's only so many people looking for it, you can only sell so many copies. Remember that. And stores aren't going to be buying a lot in the secondary market if they have it sitting on their shelves from previous years. Now, the last card I want to share with you guys. when you start talking about secret layer cards, and there's a few of them that players have told me they want reprinted, and I got those emails and questions about it. When it comes to secret layer stuff, it's a great card. Minimox would love to he told me he'd love to have this card in his Dragon deck. Of course, we're not going to be buying it at this price right now, but are secret layer cards going to be reprinted inside these products? Are you going to see more and more of them? Especially the unique ones from Universes Beyond, are they going to start, bringing those cards over? It could happen. Okay, if it's value and it's worth money, and they want to find a way to jack up price values to make you buy the products, don't put anything past Wizards of the Coast, and understand things like that will happen. They will. It's just a matter of when. Will it be this year, next year, 5 years from now? I don't know. But as they build more Universes Beyond, and maybe there are contracts with those IP companies, right? Say if it's Warhammer 40K, Breaking Bad, Walking Dead, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and My Little Ponies. Hopefully Robotech one day. Transformers. When we see these IPs appearing, depending on how they worded their contracts, they may be able to reprint the originals for a certain time period. And if they've created enough of these cards that exist but are not being distributed, they may be able to insert them into these types of products in the future if they printed enough of them that already exist. Not reissuing new ones on the printing press, but ones that are just stockpiled in the back of a warehouse. Again, depends on how contracts are worded and what they're allowed to do. So keep this stuff in mind. When we're looking at products like this, there's going to be some amazing cards we can't wait to get our hands on. But wait to see how the market reacts. Wait to see how the sales volumes appear. There will be some speculators who definitely come out for these things, hoping to do short-term flipping gains, which means they're willing to buy a whole smack load, hoping to jack the price up because you can't find it, and then buy it at a higher price point. You don't see it as often, but it's still likely to be around for a few people who've got deep pockets, okay? Especially on things like TCG Player. And of course, that moment I get to shill for myself because I mentioned TCG Player. If you guys are shopping on TCG Player, I do have an affiliate link with that card shop place. So if you look in the description of my videos, you'll see a link for TCG Player. You click that link, takes you right there for your shopping experience. And of course, anything you buy there, the channel gets a 3.5% kickback. It helps me buy cards for the channel. I really appreciate everyone who takes the time to do so. So thanks again, guys. And thanks for hanging out with me today. It's just amazing to be here with you guys every day. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. This was technically a card watch video because we were watching cards, but I didn't put that in the title because we're talking about reprints here. That's kind of exciting. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And look, no dog barking. Oh wait, they're not home yet. I'll go make dinner now. I gotta go. Ah yes, here you are with the patrons. These are the people who support my channel each and every day. You want to be a patron? Go find me on Patreon. You can support this channel too. But thanks again for all the amazing patrons I have. It's amazing to have you all. You're awesome! Patrons! Please give me Mana Crypt. Give me Mana Crypt, Mana Crypt, Mana Crypt. Mana Crypt! I hope so. I really hope for Mana Crypt. I want to get a couple for some decks. I want to have some around for some stuff I want to mess around with. I need Mana Crypt. That's it. Can I say Mana Crypt enough? I'm hoping for Mana Crypt.